Okay, so I'm doing a bit of a different video today. I haven't done a video like this ever. About a year and a half ago, I wanted to do a video where my old quickscoping 1v1 thumbnails, I was going to show you how to do the 3D text on that, but I don't use 3D text anymore, but I'm just going to show you how I make my current thumbnails. So they're pretty simple to make, so I'm just going to get straight into it and show you. So I use this thing called GIMP, which in the top left corner you can see that it is GNU image manipulation program. It's basically like Photoshop but free, so I'll put a link down in the description where you can go download it. I won't go over how to download it and install it. You literally just go onto the GIMP website, which is this www.gimp.org, and then you just click the big download button here. So yeah, that's basically how you download it, and then you just install it and then you're good to go. So anyway, the first thing I do is I will go File, New. I don't normally do this. I normally go what do I normally do? I normally just drag in a 1280 by 720 image, which I'll use as the background, but for this I'll show you. For your image size, you're going to have width 1280, height 720. You can go 1920 by 1080, which is a higher resolution, but it will be bigger, and I think the maximum thumbnail size you can use on YouTube is 2 megabytes, so you can't use much. So I just go make a new one, 1280 by 720. You don't need to worry about advanced options. Have it landscape, and then make sure it's pixels, because there'll be this whole thing. Just click pixels and then hit OK. You get this big screen. So the next thing I'll do when I'm getting a thumbnail is I'll look for, say I'm playing on Fringe on Black Ops 3, I'll get a Fringe image and put it on the screen. I have a whole folder full of the Black Ops 3 maps and the Infinite Warfare maps somewhere in my YouTube folder under thumbnails and images. Here we go, Black Ops 3 maps. So I have all of these. Let's go Skyjacked. So just open that and there we go, bang. So say you can Google, say Skyjacked BO3 images. You'll find all of these. You can use one of these. I think I used this one and then downscaled it to 1280 by 720. But another easy way to do it is click Tools, Size, and then go exactly 1280 width, 720 height, and then you'll get these images that you can't really use these. So I normally just get an image that's a little bit bigger, like this one. This is the one I'm using, and then I just downscale it in GIMP to 1280 by 720. So how to do that in GIMP, this is not a whole tutorial, but I'm just going to go over how you actually rescale things. So you hold Shift and T at the same time, you get this scale, and then you can just move it about, you see. But I'm going to just reset that. There we go. So anyway, so once I've got this image in, you're thinking, hang on, this doesn't look as blurry as my thumbnails normally do. Don't worry about that, because it will get blurry in a minute. So next thing I'll do is I'll go into the Call of Duty wiki, and I'll find the gun that I was using. So I'll go down to here. Hang on, this is okay. Weapons of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Here we go. So here's all the weapons. Which one should I use? Let's go with the M16. So when you click on this, it'll bring you all the games it was in. So I want to go down to Black Ops 3, which is here. Yeah, and then here's some images. So the M16 in first person. These are all PNGs, so you'll see what that means in a minute if you don't already. So that's just that. But I think I'm gonna go with the reloading one because that looks a little bit nicer. So so when you find your image, you can just Google M16 BO3, and then you'll get all these, and you're like, there's not really any good ones. I mean, you can use that. That's the one I'm going to be using. But to find any PNG, which you can use pretty easily, you just go color, transparent, and bang, there you go. So anyway, this is the one that I was going to be using, but I normally go for the Call of Duty wiki. So you go down to the reloading bit, you click up here where it says M16 reload bo3.png, click on that, and then it brings you to this, and then you just hit download, and then it'll download. I have a whole folder full of Call of Duty guns, but I'm not going to go into that. So I then drag this. You just drag and drop into GIMP, or what you can do is, let me just delete that. Or you can go what is it? Just File, Open as Layers, and then find what you just downloaded. Well, I don't know where it will be. Probably my downloads actually. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. So you can kind of see this already has a slight white border on it, but it looks nothing to what mine normally do. So then what I'll do is I'll bring this and drag it into the corner as much as I can, so it looks like that. So it looks quite flush against the corner. And then this is where I get actually into the editing part of my thumbnail. So this is how you, like, first off, I'll go up to here, this layers tab at the top, in the top right, and I'll right click on it. I'll go down to the bottom where it says alpha to selection, and that'll bring this little like dotted line against it. It's selected everything that isn't transparent on here. So then to get the border, I'll go up to here to select, I'll grow, and then I'll grow the selection by about 5 pixels. It doesn't particularly matter, but I normally go there about 5 pixels. And then, like, you can do this weird border thing, but I find the easiest way to just go down to here where it says a new layer, and then it, like, you can just press OK straight away. Drag the new layer that you just got in underneath the M16 or whatever gun you're using, or whatever really, and then on this layer, not on this, because if you do this layer and do what I'm about to do, it will look like that. So you don't want that. You want to go to the layer that you just put underneath it, and then make sure that you have like a white on one of your color things here. Go edit, fill with background color, and then I'll go select none, so then you don't have the white little dotted line around it. And then I'll go back to the M16, like the actual gun, not the one I just made, not the layer with the white border around it. Right click it and then click merge down, so the M16 and the white border around it is now one like layer that I can move together like that, you see. So then I'll just actually put that back where it was. There we go. Then the last thing I'll do on a weapon is I'll go back to the weapon that I did, like the whole M16 and border together. I'll go up to here to filters, light and shadow, drop shadow, and then this is like what I do now. So I won't change any of the offset X, offset Y or blur radius. I keep it black. I make the opacity at 100, and I'll uncheck allow resizing, because when it's on the corner and you keep allow resizing checked, it does this, and you kind of get more of the image than you actually need. So it's now, if you see at the top here where my mouse is, it's now 1299 by 739, so 1280 by 720. So I can't undo that either. Hang on. Hang on. Alright. So you'll go filters, light and shadow, drop shadow, and then uncheck allow resizing, hit OK, and then there you go. I don't know what happened to this image here. You really don't want to keep allow resizing, because it really messes you up really badly. There we go. And now you'll see that it has a bit of a drop shadow to it, so it looks a bit more like popping out in your face. And then I'll merge the M16 with the drop shadow, so then that is all one layer, so it moves it all as one. So you can really see it when you bring it out, that it proper like is sticking out in your face. So put that back in the corner, and then I'll get some text. So the text that I use in most of my thumbnails is called plump medium, and I might get a link in the description for it. If not, just Google plump font and you'll be able to find and install it. I start off with it about 250, and then I'll go like, say, I don't know what I'm going to call it, new weapon or something, I don't know, just random something, do that, and then you see it's a little bit too big, maybe, or maybe the new M16. There we go, that's the one I'll go with. Maybe an exclamation mark in that just to show off. I'll have that in the top right corner, just like that. There we go. I could make it a little bit bigger, in fact, so I'll just highlight it, and then I'll see what 260 looks like. 270. Actually, I'll just see what 300 looks like. There we go. Yeah, that fits fine. And there we go. So then I'll do the same again as what I do with the weapon really. I go onto the text layer, right click it and alpha to selection, and then I'll get the color for it. So normally what I do is, so you click one of these two colors here. So I'm just going to click the black, and then you find a color that you want. So let's go with a yellow color, like a goldy color. There we go. And then that's quite dark, so I'll click on the white underneath it, and then I'll click on the gold again. but I'll bring it a little bit lighter this time for the other layer, and I always have the lighter colour on top, so you just hit this little arrow thing to switch the colours around like that. So then when I've got these two colours, I click on the gradient blend tool, click that, and then I drag it in a direction that I want it. So I might just go diagonal for now, and there we go. Get this like goldy yellowy tint to it. So there we go. Then I just you click this black and white thing to reset the two colours, the black and white. I'm going to need that in a minute. And then once again you go select, grow it by about 5 or so. Then again new layer, enter, drag that underneath the text, and then go edit, fill with the white colour, select none, and then you right click on the text, not the white thing, not the white you just put underneath it, but the like yellow golden text or whatever colour you're using, and then go merge down, and then I'll go filters on the text, light and shadow, drop shadow. Should have kept your settings the same from before if you're doing it all in one sitting. Hit OK, and there we go. Then one last time, just merge down, and then this is when I always blur at the end. I don't know why, but then I go onto the image, which is this one. Hang on, what? Okay, I don't know, I saw something then, but it's fine. And then I'll go filters, blur, Gaussian blur, I don't know how to pronounce it. And then I'll bring it horizontal about 10, and then when you hit this enter, it does horizontal and vertical. So you have that pixels, keep it like that, and have it RLE. It should automatically be like that. Just hit OK, and then you see that blurs it. If you want a little bit more blur to it, you could always go back to blur, Gaussian blur, and maybe say 15, then hit OK. And anyway, there we go. That is the kind of thumbnails that I make. They're not incredible, but they get the job done. So if you enjoyed this video, please go down, leave it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and found this video helpful. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.